Great leaders set out to make a difference. It's never about the role, it's always about the goal. A warm greetings to one and all present out there. With great delight, let me welcome you all to the Investiture ceremony of MES Central School, Calicut. We are happy to inform you that a galaxy of promising leaders will be inducted in this glittering function. Prayer purify our mind and soul. Let us start our function by seeking the blessings of Almighty. I invite Faiza Mainaz for the same.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولتكن منكم أمة يدعون إلى الخير ويأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر وأولئك هم المفلحون ولا تكونوا كالذين تفرقوا واختلفوا من بعد ما جاءهم البينات وأولئك لهم عذاب عظيم. And let there be from you a nation inviting to good, enjoining what is right, and forbidding what is wrong. And those will be the successful. And do not be like the ones who became divided and differed after the clear proofs had come to them. And those will have a great punishment.
I cordially invite our school principal, Dr. Ajita Hemachandran, to offer the welcome address.
Respected Chief Guest, esteemed members of the School Management Committee, my dear students, teachers and parents, warm greetings to all. Today, we are conducting our investiture ceremony. All the new leaders will be inducted on the virtual platform. I have great pleasure to welcome all the dignitaries, student leaders, parents and teachers to this function. As you know, the leaders are not born. They are made out of their experiences in life. If your actions inspire others to dream more, to do more and learn more, you are a leader. I congratulate all the newly elected leaders. Be a change agent. It is an opportunity for you to hone your skills. You have to set an example for others by your exemplary behavior. And I am sure you will utilize this opportunity to make others to be motivated and to achieve excellence and success in their life. Once again, I extend a very cordial welcome to all present here, and I wish good luck to all my budding leaders. Thank you.
Professor T. Saeed, Chairman, School Management Committee, is requested to offer the presidential address.
Greetings to our students. The overall development of students are achieved with classroom teaching supported by active co-curricular and extracurricular activities. We at Pavangadi MES Central School provide facilities for all such programs, including martial arts and swimming. The induction ceremony is a very happy moment wherein the school leader, assistant leader, sports captain, house captains, and the presidents of all clubs will be inducted to their posts. I hope and wish all of them will be able to discharge their duties well, along with the support of the teachers and the management. In the changed times, we are not able to meet on the campus and practice many such activities. I hope The times will change soon, and we all will be able to meet in our campus in a very cordial and healthy atmosphere. Wishing you all health and happiness. I remain.
Mr. TPM Sajal Muhammad, Secretary, School Management Committee, is requested to introduce the chief guest.
Good morning, students, teachers, and parents. As you all know, we are passing through a very new normal kind of situation through life. Although we live in this new normal life, our roles and responsibilities remains the same. MES Central School Calicut is doing all the program which is been carrying out as a normal school during last year. Whether it is education through app based or the teaching methodology. I am very happy to say that we are conducting the induction ceremony this year not live but through live. Students, you know the roles and responsibilities of a student because you are the future of this great country called India. If you are not performing to the core, our India will be in the backbone. India today is in the forefront of developing nation, and you is going to be a part of a developed country in the future. Today we have a very eminent person as a chief guest. My role is to introduce the chief guest of this program. He had his earlier schooling from Government College of Law, Ernakulam. Then after his coming to the social leadership level, he became one of the state leaders of MES, and now presently he is the chairman of MES Educational Board. In profession wise, he was Superintendent of Police of Indian Police Service, retired. He is also a businessman, a person with immense knowledge about Indian democracy, Indian Penal Code, and students' law, which is very essential in today's life. I take pride in introducing the chief guest of today's program, IPS retired Mr. Abdul Hamid. Thank you.
I cordially invite Mr. Abdul Hamid, retired IPS officer, Chairman, MES School Education Board, to address the gathering.
Teachers, members of the managing committee, and my dear students. Today is an occasion for celebration as far as the Central School Calicut is concerned, because in the circumstances prevalent in the country of pandemic COVID-19, we cannot have the schools to reopen in the real sense. So what we are trying to do now is to overcome that difficulty by conducting classes online and in other methods like broadcasting through vector or broadcasting through YouTube, etc. So therefore, all the students who are now studying in CBSE, they have got a disadvantage because the state board schools are being looked after efficiently by the government by opening classes, by providing other facilities. But CBSE, the schools are spread over the length and breadth of the country and even abroad. So they have to organize certain things and it takes time. So now what they have done is to allow the various schools to conduct classes online, and also they are trying to reduce the syllabus by 1/3. Therefore, the weight of the syllabus is now taken away from the students, and they can learn, note the entire syllabus, but at a reduced level, because they have already lost 3 months, that is June, July, August. They are going to lose so many months from their academic year. Therefore, the government does not want the children to lose their uh, academic year, and that's why they have reduced the syllabus so that we can finish the syllabus within the prescribed period of usual academic year. Now, what we are trying to do at the school level is to make this occasion into a great opportunity by doing everything possible online, and also by some other methods. As you know, you have seen the rivers flowing. When the river flows, if there is an impediment in their way, like a rock or a wood, the river would go around it or over it. That is what we are doing. We are finding an impediment, so many obstacles. So we are trying to innovate and overcome these difficulties. And we don't want you children to lose your academic year also. And at the same time, you have to learn from the syllabus. So that's why the CBSE board, central board, has reduced the syllabus, and also we are trying to avail of that opportunity by not discarding any functions that we used to do in last year throughout the years. So that's why we are going to begin a new year with a new team of members, council members and other members in the various fields like sports, games, etc. So the school is having its investiture ceremony today, and I have got the honor to launch it for you this year. So I have great pleasure in launching it for you in the year 1920-21. And I thank the principal and the staff members for inviting me to this function. Thank you very much.
Now let us witness the most wonderful moment of the day. This day would not have been possible without these leaders. Let us witness the installation ceremony of 2020. The installation ceremony provides a source of inspiration and encouragement to all leaders. With great pride and privilege, let me introduce before you the school leader, Muhammad Rezal Yas. Muhammad Rezal Yas is a very vibrant, enthusiastic and disciplined boy. He is highly systematic in his work and sincerely participates in all school activities. His motto is to respect everyone and everything. He treats people the way they wanted to be treated. His hobbies are playing football, reading books, and listening to music. We are very happy to introduce Sri Prabha M as our school assistant leader. Sri Prabha is a very silent girl in the class, but she is very active in all the activities and programs of the school. A well-disciplined and obedient student who respects everyone. She is a very good chess player and has bagged many prizes in inter and intra-school chess competitions. She can be considered as a role model for other students. With great pleasure and pride, let me introduce Sri Prabha M, the school assistant leader. Now it's the time to induct our sports captain, Haris Sajid. He actively participates in sports. His hobbies are playing football and dancing. He is a winner of many events. He attended tournaments and athletic meet last year and won prize. So Harris deserves the post of sports captain. Every year, different competitions are conducted under the banner of 4 different houses. We are happy to announce that students will compete under 4 different houses, namely Sarangi, Sarod, Shehnai, and Sitar. With pleasure, let me introduce Adul Krishna, captain of Sarangi House. Adul Krishna is a person with leadership qualities. He is very active in co-curricular activities and he is a good organizer. He deserves to be the captain of Sarangi House. We have Devika Sajeev as a captain of Sarod House. Devika Sajeev, a student of 9th standard, is equally good in academics and non-academics. She was a member of Eco Club during the last year. She possessed leadership quality and maintained a good relationship with the classmates and other schoolmates. She is a very obedient and sincere student. Her hobbies are singing, painting, reading, and she would like to be a gynecologist. Haidal K. Kunyali will lead the Shehnai House. Haidal K. Kunyali is a very disciplined and energetic boy. He actively participates in co-curricular activities. He is interested in roller skating. He is also a very good coordinator. Arjav Abhijit is the captain of Sitar House. Arjav Abhijit is interested in musical instruments and vocals. He plays acoustic drums, triple drums, and electronic drums. He is a good singer too. He is interested in drawing and clay modeling. Really happy to introduce Arjav Abhijit. Let me introduce Harshavardhan, the vice captain of Sarangi. Alia Siddiq, vice captain of Sarod House. Hina Zuleika is a vice captain of Shehnai House. And Aisha Kensa, the vice captain of Sitar House. It is indeed a pleasure to inaugurate various clubs in our school. English, Andrea Candace Hildard is the president and Madhavi Roy is the secretary. Malayalam Club, Vasudev Nandakumar is the president, Nived is the secretary. Fitan, president of Hindi Club, Rahaba is the secretary. Arabic Club, Fatima Ebadi is the president and Neshwa Parveen is the secretary. Physical Science Club, we have Aishwarya Surjit as a president and Zainab Kabir as a secretary. Natural Science, Taban Tejas is the president and Hania is the secretary. Akshay P. Raj is the president of Social Science Club and Roshan R. Bhaskar is the secretary. Max Club, Varsha Surjit is the president and Hiba J is the secretary. Computer Club, Haviness Jit is considered as the president and Shahza Jabir is the secretary. GK and Q's Club, we have Raya Fatima as the president and Jay Krishnan as the secretary. Shramdan Club, Hina Fatima is the president, Ibrahim is the secretary. Health and Wellness Club, Haima Wadier is the president, Neja Fatima is the secretary. Next committee functioning in our school is POCSO, Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act and Sexual Harassment Prevention Committee. POCSO is set to prevent discrimination and sexual harassment. The committee includes principal, headmistress, teachers and student representatives. Student representative is Vinilda Vincent. Grievance Redressal Committee, GRC. The student representative is Rifa Parveen. GRC is meant for children starting from class 1 to 10 to report the problem they encounter from classmates, teachers and other members inside the school as well as outside. Now I request our chief guest, Mr. Abdul Hamid, retired IPS officer, chairman MES School Education Board, to administer the oath to newly elected leaders.
I, Muhammad Razalias,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I shall always abide
that I shall always abide
by the rules and regulations
by the rules and regulations
of MES Central School Calicut.
of MES Central School Calicut.
I shall discharge my duties
I shall discharge my duties
and carry out
and carry out
all my responsibilities
all my responsibilities
without fear or favor,
without fear or favor,
to the best of my abilities,
to the best of my abilities,
by my thought, words, and deeds.
by my thought, words, and deeds.
I shall respect the school authorities
I shall respect the school authorities
and work hand in hand with them
and work hand in hand with them
to bring glory
to bring glory
and to keep up
and to keep up
the decorum of the school.
the decorum of the school.
I invite our school leader, Muhammad Razalias, to deliver the acceptance speech.
Honorable Chief Guest, esteemed members of School Management Committee, respected Principal, Headmistress, teachers, and my dear friends, a warm greetings to all. I, Muhammad Razalias, would like to express sincere gratitude to the school principal, Dr. Ajda Hemachandran, Headmistress, Mrs. Shajina V, School Management Committee members, teachers, and my dear friends for having faith in me to take up the role of school leader. I know it will be the most challenging duty for me, but I assure you that I will do my duties and responsibilities with honesty and sincerity. Becoming a school leader is something very special. I promise to work hard with deep devotion and determination for the progress of my school. This responsibility gives me enough courage to strive for the betterment of my school in all areas. Dear friends, this opportunity gives me a chance to serve the school and you. A big thanks to everyone for trusting me, and I promise to live up to your expectations. Let me conclude my words by extending my sincere gratitude to all for making my day the most memorable one. Thank you.
I invite Sri Prabha, Assistant School Leader, to deliver the acceptance speech.
Respected Chief Guest, School Management Committee members, Principal, Headmistress, teachers, and all my dear friends, a very warm greeting to all. Today, I take this opportunity to thank our Principal, Dr. Ajita Hemachandran, our Headmistress, Mrs. Sajana V, and all other dignitaries for electing me as the Assistant School Leader for this academic year. With wholehearted, I accept this responsibility and I hereby promise that I will be doing my duties to the perfection considering the well-being and progress of this institution. Once again, I thank all for their wholehearted support extended to me. Thank you.
Now I welcome our school choir to sing the school anthem.
The joyful chorus sound as we raise our flag on high, higher, higher, higher up of MES Central School, MES Central School. Hand in hand we march along to a future bright and gay, heads held high and eyes they glow as we look onto the world. Love and serve and respect all, while we always proudly sing, we are the students of MES, blessed to lift up our school on high.
Now, let us enjoy variety entertainment programs. Songs are a great way of expressing all kinds of feelings: joy, love, passion, and so on. Let us listen to a welcome song.
We gather here to tell you on this very special day, we are all so very happy to wish and to you say. We gather here to tell you on this very special day, we are all so very happy to wish and to you say. Welcome one and all of you to celebrate this wonderful day. We hope to entertain you, make you happy, come with me. Welcome one and all of you to celebrate this wonderful day. We hope to entertain you, make you happy, come with me. So join the celebration, it's time to pay adieu. The glass carefully prepared and brought out just for you. So join in the celebration, it's time to pay adieu. The glass carefully prepared and brought out just for you. Welcome one and all of you to celebrate this wonderful day. We hope to entertain you, make you happy, come with me. Welcome one and all of you to celebrate this wonderful day. We hope to entertain you, make you happy, come with me.
Magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen. Here we present before you Taban Tejas, son of Tejas Perumanna, a film director, writer, magician. Above all these, he is our art teacher.
Hi friends, ഞാൻ തബൻ തേജസ് 8th standard.
ഇത് കൊറോണ കാലമാണ്. ലോകം മുഴുവൻ സാമ്പത്തിക പ്രതിസന്ധിയിലാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഭക്ഷണത്തിന് ഏറെ ക്ഷാമവുമാണ്. ഞാൻ നിങ്ങളെ പരിചയപ്പെടുത്താൻ പോകുന്നത് ഭക്ഷണത്തിന് ഏറെ ക്ഷാമമുള്ള നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിലെ ഒരു വീടാണ്. ഇവിടെ 4 കുട്ടികളാണ്. പക്ഷേ ഭക്ഷണമായി ഒരു ചെറിയ ഗ്ലാസ് പാല് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഒരു ചെറിയ ഗ്ലാസ് പാല് 4 വീതം വെക്കാൻ ഒരു സാധാരണക്കാരന് കഴിയില്ല. പക്ഷേ ഒരു മെജീഷ്യന് അത് സാധിക്കും. നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം.
audience can experience the full beauty of vivid sentiments expressed through gestures and movements in a dance. Vibrant Girls of MES Central School is ready to perform a semi-classical dance. I cordially invite Mrs. Shajina V., School Headmistress, to propose a vote of thanks.
Warm greetings from MES Central School. In these difficult times, it's a real challenge to conduct all school functions. And yet, we have been able to organize a virtual investiture ceremony. And for this, I feel really honored to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all for making this event a grand success. Let me place on record my grateful appreciation to the Chief Guest for his presence and words of wisdom. I must mention School Management Committee members for their strong support and encouragement. I thank our principal for being the guiding force and motivation. I acknowledge the dedication and planning of our teaching fraternity and IT wing for the completion of the task. I sincerely thank all our parents for being the pillars of support. I appreciate all my students for their presence and participation in different programs. I once again thank all those who involved directly or indirectly in this function. Thank you.
With that, we come to an end of Investiture Ceremony 2020.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे